Hello, everyone. Let's see if we get some viewers before I get started here. If you are with us or with me, let me know that you can actually hear me because there is a little delay here. And I'm going to bring up my phone so I can kind of watch just in case we get some viewers. Let me know you're watching. Okay, I see now Alicia's here. Hey, Jerry, can you ladies comment for me? Yay. Let's see who's going to be watching. I'm getting ready to do my nails. Yay. Trying to set my phone up so I can be watching for comments. Well, if this works. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Alicia? You can barely hear me. Okay, I'm going to turn up the volume some. Let me know if it gets better before we get started here. You can barely hear me. Okay, I'm going to turn up the volume some. Let me know if it gets better before we get started here. Can you hear me? I see Alicia's here. Nicole. Can you hear me? I see Alicia's here. Nicole. I don't want to start and then you guys can't hear me. That would defeat the purpose of going live. I don't want to start and then you guys can't hear me. That would defeat the purpose of going live. Giving me some hearts or some thumbs up to let me know if you all can hear me, and I will go ahead and get started. Giving me some hearts or some thumbs up to let me know if you all can hear me, and I will go ahead and get started. I guess there's a delay in. Can you hear me, Alicia? If you're still here? I guess there's a delay in. Can you hear me, Alicia? If you're still here? Okay, awesome. All right, thumbs up. Yay. Woo. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I have already pre-prepped my nails. I've pushed back my cuticles using our deluxe kit that I showed you all last time that I absolutely love. I use the metal spoon to push back my cuticles. I also use the cuticle remover pen that we talked about last time that helps to remove your cuticles really well. And then, of course, I use a orange stick. I'll be using the orange stick, the rubber cuticle pusher. I'm going to turn this down because I'm getting feedback. And then I will also be using, well, I've already used the cuticle clippers and nail clippers. I haven't used those. I won't be using those. But I've already used that from the deluxe kit. And I may use this if I need to go around my wrap a little bit. We talked about before, if the wrap is a little bit larger than I need it to be, how I can go around and clip around the edges. So I'll be using this possibly. I have already cut the two nail wraps that I'll be using, this is going to be for both hands. It's going to be for two nails. I'm going to be using these two as accents in the middle, the two over gel. So today I'm going to be gelling my nails. So that's going to be exciting. I'm excited about that. I'll be gelling my nails. And I'm actually using Shattered Glass nail wraps, which is actually retired. But everyone is into the hollow. So I decided to use these two since my other nail wraps that I ordered that just came out has not came yet. So I'm going to use these two over my gel application that I'm getting ready to apply now. Okay. I did wash my hands. I've already did my what is called nail prep and everything. I do advise using what is it called? A degreaser soap like Dawn or something like that to make sure your nails are really free from any oils. And then I've already used, it's in this bottle here, but you can find in your kitchen white vinegar, which also helps remove oils from your nails as well. I really love it. I've already done that as well. So I'm actually ready to go ahead and start. What I'll be doing, periodically, you'll probably see me looking this way to look at my phone to see if there's any questions. If I can answer them, I'll go ahead and answer them. However, after the video I've done, I will go back and check any comments. Okay, so I'm going to actually pull the screen down this way so you can actually see me applying my nails. Well, not applying my nails, applying the gel and the nail wraps. Alrighty. Make sure that you all can really see pretty well here. And I think that's a good view. Okay, the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to apply the gel because again, I'm going to use these two wraps when I get ready to use them as accent nails on top of the gel set that I'm about to apply now. The first thing you want to do is use your base coat to apply on your nails, which I'll go ahead and do now. When you're applying the gel, less is more. Always remember that. You're going to use less than more. So basically, less is more. What I mean by that is you don't have to use as much. Normally when you apply polish or something like that, you always like to get a lot. Well, with the gel, you don't have to use as much. I just recently purchased more of the gel top and the base coat, and I've had my gel set for 2 years. So what is it? Well, yeah, almost 2 years. So what does that tell you? That means it's going to last, okay? Make sure you all can see. Okay, so I've basically taken off most of all of the gel. Hopefully you can see there. And I'm going to start with my pinky finger first, like so. And I'm going to make sure I cap the front. So if you notice here, I'm doing it what I call a sweep or swipe backwards. And this is the base coat, which goes on first. And if you notice, I haven't had to re-dip yet. And I'm going to do the four fingers first, and then I'll do the thumb next. Make sure you can see the light here. This is the LED light. The ones normally that are used in the nail salons are UV. The LED is actually a safer lamp to use when you're doing your gel set. So that's another reason why I absolutely love Jamberry, because all of our products are based on healthy nail care. Okay. And when this goes off, and then you know that you're done. Make sure you all can see that. And it's a timer already preset for like 45 seconds. Okay, the light is now off, and now I'm going to do my thumb. Same thing, less is more. I'm going to make sure that I swipe off most of this because I don't need as much. And hope you all can see here. And I have mine labeled base coat and top coat so I can I can see which one I need to use first. And you can actually do both thumbs at the same time. I'll go ahead and do this thumb now to cut down on time. And basically, I didn't say what I'm doing when I go towards the middle here. I kind of push up a little bit and then come down, push up and come down. Making sure that I don't get any of the gel on my skin because you don't want that to happen. If you happen to get a little bit on your skin, then you can use the orange stick, which I'll show you in a minute, to remove whatever gel that's around your nail. For instance, say I didn't get any, but say if I got a little bit on my skin, I could take this orange stick and just kind of go around like so and get that off because you don't want that on your nail when it goes under the light, because what happens is if there's on your skin, it'll cause moisture to get up under your gel and cause the gel to pop off, and we don't want that. All right, so I'm going to do both thumbs now. And I'm going to try to hold it up so you can see it. So I'm going to push the button, push both of those in there, making sure that my thumb is in there flat. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Yeah, making sure they're in there flat. What I love about the gel, doing the gel, is already timed for me, so I don't have to worry about, well, how long do I need to put my nails on the lamp? Well, it's already pre-timed for me, and it's 45 seconds. Okay, and now that's our base coat, and that's done. Now I'm going to do the base coat on the other fingers, other nails. Again, when you get ready to do it, you're going to kind of go middle ways and then go up and then down, making sure that you have a full coverage, and then also making sure that you cap the front. If you're noticing, I am now doing my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. Well, my right hand, I'm using my left hand to do my right hand. So ladies, you can totally do this. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. Okay, and that's done. Now I'm going to go onto my lamp again for the 45 seconds that's already pre-timed. Let me make sure I didn't get any on my skin. And I did not. If you did, again, you can always use the orange stick to go around to remove it. And that's the flat end of the orange stick that you can use. Making sure that your nails are flat, not sideways, but make sure they're flat. So when it cures, it's going to cure flat. You don't want to do it this way because what happens is you'll cause the gel to run down. So you want to make sure that it's flat. Hey, Heather. Girl, you're a rock star too. Okay, and that's done. All right, so the base coat goes on first. And then the next will be my color. And I will be using a color that is called, what is the name of this color? I just got it, so I can't remember. Okay, it's called Life's a Beach. I did not curse. It says Life's a Beach. And it's turquoise. If you know, if you don't know, you'll know today that turquoise is my absolute favorite color. And what I always do with my sparkles, because this is a sparkle gel, I always set it down flat so all the sparkles can come down. And then when I get ready to use it, I don't have to worry about it not being the way I want it to be. Okay. Let's see, one second. Look how pretty that is. I hope you all can see. It is so pretty and sparkly. And the same thing with this one, less is more. So if you want more sparkles, instead of putting a lot on the first time, then you would just do a additional application. I've also done a video where you can actually use a eyebrow, what do they call it, a little sponge type deal that you can use. I'm not going to use it this time, only because I want you to see that you can actually get your full coverage of the sparkles that you want just by using it this way, but it may take a few coats to get that sparkle that you want. And the same thing, like I did with the base coat, I start kind of in the middle here, and I swipe downwards. Okay, you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and cure these 4 fingers. Yes, sparkles. You know, I love the sparkles, Heather. And then it's turquoise, so it's my favorite color. So why not, right? Okay. And that's just one coat. So I'm going to do additional one because I want more sparkles. Bring me sparkles. And this is the second coat. If you're just joining, I am actually doing a gel application. I'm currently on my second coat. Let's see what the second coat looks like. Ooh, I see more sparkles. And I am going to put my nails in the lamp again. and it's already pre-timed, so I don't have to worry about how long I need to place my nails under the lamp. It is already pre-timed. Okay. Oh, goodness. The sparkles are coming through, but hey, I love sparkles, so I'm going to go for a third coat. And making sure that I'm not touching my skin. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at the sparkles. Sparkles, sparkles, sparkles. Yeah. So in another video that I did before, when I did the sparkle gels, like I said earlier, I used an eyebrow little sponge, which you can put it right on the tip of it and kind of sponge your sparkles in. Which is a lot quicker. But I wanted to show you another way where you can absolutely still, paint it on as if you were doing regular polish and still get those sparkles. But it may take 2 or 3 coats in order to do it. But you totally can do it. Okay, now look at that. Oh my gosh. That is 3 layers. Yay. So pretty. And remember, these 2 nails, I'm going to actually put the holographic. Can you see it? Yeah, I'm going to put these 2 on these nails. So that's going to really be pretty, I think. Yippee. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do the thumb. Man, these sparkles are so pretty, ladies. I love sparkles. Alright, now you may can see here I did get a little bit on my skin. I can take the flat side. And you want to do that before you actually cure it, because when you cure it, it gets hard. So I'm going to take that off now. There we go. And now I'm putting my thumb in. Making sure it's inside flat. Okay, and that is one coat of the sparkles. I'm going to see if I can find my eyebrow sponge so I can show you exactly how you can actually use your sponge to get more sparkles at like one application. 1 second here. Okay, sorry about the intermission. I cannot find them. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and continue using our brush, which is totally fine. You can totally do. So this is going to be our second coat on my thumb. Okay, and we're going to place that back in under the lamp again. Any questions so far? Let's see. I don't see any comments. Oh, look at this, ladies. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Sparkles, sparkles, sparkles. Yay. Sparkles, sparkles, sparkles. Yay. Okay, and now the next step is going to be to put your top coat on. Same thing, less is more. And you're going to be sure that you cap. So you cap your base coat and you cap your top coat. Okay, can you ladies see that? All right, so now and the top coat's just clear. So you're going to put your top coat on and make sure you cap like I just did and go back under the light. And I'm holding it up for purposes of so you all can see, but you can totally leave it flat like this and put your hands in there. And this is a timer. And after the 45 seconds is up, the light goes off. Okay, and now let's do our thumb. Making sure to cap the front of your nail. If your nail's a little shorter, you may have to kind of do what they call a back and forth scrub, back and forth. Since mine has a little length on it, I can just go that one swipe. And then make sure that you don't have any gel on the side of your nail, because again, you don't want that to be on your skin and then you cure, because then what happens is it'll cause your gel to pop off if moisture gets underneath it. But I don't have any, so now I can go back under the lamp, making sure it's flat, making sure always that your hand is flat inside of the lamp instead of like this, because you don't want the gel to run down. So you make sure your hand is flat like so. Okay. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. And that's the top. And now I'm done. And then well, not totally done. Then you're going to use our nail prep cleanser, or if you have alcohol around your home, you use that to actually set. Because right now, if you touch it, you can't see, but if I touch it right now, it's kind of sticky. So what this does is actually sets my nails. And I'm going to use this to go ahead and do that now. Okay, and now when I touch it, it's hard. Okay, and now I'm going to put the shattered glass wraps on these two fingers now. Hope you can see, yeah, on these two fingers. And I've already pre-measured, so I know exactly which nail I'm going to be using the wrap on. And remember, one wrap is for two fingers. I'm just going to cut it right in half. For my beginners, I always tell them cut it right in half so you don't have to worry about it not being long enough. Okay? And then now, and I'm going to do this hand later for the sake of time, and then I'll show you all my nails. So once I cut it in half, I'll take the flat end of the orange stick. I'm going to put it right behind this wrap here, making sure that I don't touch it, because I don't want my fingers to get on it at all. And I'll slide the orange stick right behind it, like so. Okay, and then pull the back off, just like that. Okay, and remember the curved part of the nail wrap. The curved part of the nail wrap, make sure you can see. This curved part of the nail wrap goes back towards your cuticles. I'm going to go ahead and apply that now. Like so. Hope you can see it. For beginners, I always tell them to apply the wrap onto your nail first and then heat it. Okay, and this is our mini heater right here that I absolutely love for a really good application. I always recommend and suggest the mini heater. You can use a hair dryer. Personally, I don't recommend it because it does not disperse the correct amount of heat that you need to apply your nail wraps. But with our mini heater, it's been calibrated for the correct amount of heat and disbursement to apply your nail wraps. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on now. And you can see it is on here, which is like a low. You can't hardly hear it, so I can actually watch a movie, not disturb anyone, apply my nail wraps when my son is taking a nap like he is now, and I have to worry about a loud hair dryer. All right, so I'm going to place it in front of there while it's on my nail, and when it curves, it's ready to go, if you see that. And I always go from the side of my nail to the front, like so. And see, with this excess nail wrap, I can also manipulate the nail wrap and move it the way I want it to. And I'll get some more heat on it now to do that. And I'm doing some little pulling just to make sure it's on there really good. And then you can take your rubber cuticle pusher and go around the edges, like so. So to answer anyone's question, yes, you can totally wear the gel with nail wraps also. Yay! To get that extra pop like I'm getting now. Ooh, this is so pretty. And that's on there, if you can see. Then I'll take my nail file and I'm going to file the excess nail wrap off. And I'll be using my glass file. If you watch any of my videos, you know I absolutely love the glass file because I never ever have to replace it unless I drop and break it. It lasts forever. If you feel like you're not getting that little course you need in order to apply to file your nails, all you have to do is get some little dish soap, wash it off, and it's like new all over again. And so I'm going to go ahead and file. Make sure you all can see me filing. And making sure you're not filing back and forth, but you're just filing downward like so. Allowing the nail wrap to come off on its own. And look, it just fell off on its own there. I didn't do any pulling and tugging. And look at that. Can you all see how pretty that is? Oh my goodness. So with that sparkle gel underneath there, and then with the wrap on top, that is gorgeous. And then I always, right after I do that, I still like to go back to my heat again, just to make sure it's really on there really well. I'm just pressing down. And that one's done. Okay? And another reason why I love the glass files, because when I file my nails, now I have to worry about that roughness. You know, when you use those other files, it's like makes your nails really rough at the ends and you can snag and things like that. But with the glass file, it actually gives you that smooth cut. Not only that, but then my edges of my nails are just like silk. There's no roughness anymore. So I am actually done with that one. And now on to my next nail. Same thing, I'm going to cut it right in half. Take the flat end of my orange stick. Going behind the nail wrap, not touching it or anything. Press it on the stick like so, and then pull the back off. And I was getting ready to heat it. I normally heat it first now that I know, I've been doing it for a while. But for beginners, I always advise you to apply the nail wrap to your nail first. And remember the curved part, go back towards your cuticle. like that. And then now I'm going to heat it. Make sure that when you apply your nail wraps and you're doing your sizing, that you size more on a smaller fit than a full coverage. What I mean by that is that you don't want it touching your skin, because if it touches your skin, that is what causes wrinkling. That is what causes lifting, okay? And if you saw, I always go to the side, and then down the middle. And I don't have any wrinklings or anything like that. I talked to, a couple of ladies that had applied the nail wraps before, and they said, I just always get lifting. I always get the wrinkling. Well, that's a sizing. That means you're sizing your nail wraps too big. Okay? Now look at that. See if you can see here. I have absolutely no wrinkling at all. Okay? On the side, however, I don't know if you can see it here, there is a slight, what we call a slight gap. No one can see that but you want that slight gap, because I don't want it to be on my skin or any kind of way, because then it's going to cause that lifting and cause that wrinkling. And we want your nail wraps to last how long? Up to 2 weeks or longer. Okay, and now I'm ready to file. Again, I'm filing downward. Using my glass file, so I don't have to worry about after I use my glass file, I don't have to file anymore, because I'm going to have smooth edges and it's going to cut it just the way I want it to. I absolutely love the glass file, because I never have to replace it. Never. And I'm just checking to see. Nope. I want this to file on its own. No tugging, no pushing or anything. No pulling the wrap off. Let it actually fall off on its own. That means that's how you know that you have a smooth cut. Oh, there it is on my, can you see it? It's right here. Came off on its own. And another thing, you don't want to pre-file your nails. You can file your nails when you put the nail wraps on. You're going to do the shaping and all that once you actually apply your nail wraps. Okay, look at that. You know what? I may go ahead and put wraps on all of my fingers. Oh my gosh, look at that, ladies. Look how pretty that is. Can you see that? I have the gel underneath there, and then I have the wrap on top. That is absolutely gorgeous. All right, ladies, this has been a long video, longer than I want it to be. So I am going to sign out. Let me let you see me again. Thank you so much for joining. I am Valencia Williams. I am an independent Jamberry consultant. I absolutely love Jamberry because I can play with my nails and for much of pennies, right? If you have any questions, please drop them in the link here. I will also drop my VIP group where I would love for you to join. You click join, and in there I actually do sneak peeks of things that are coming, and we do have some awesome things that are getting ready to come. I won't post it on my personal profile. I always do that in my VIP group. We also have giveaways. Yes, of course, giveaways. And we play games. So if that's something that you would love to do, definitely click the link below and join my VIP group. And as always, this is Valencia Vivacious Nails. I am your Jamberry Independent Consultant. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you would love to have a Jamberry party right here on Facebook, contact me. Let's have fun. All right, bye for now.